Okay, so we got together to do this lesson plan, and a big part of this collaboration was us sitting down and talking about
Our background.
our background knowledge,
What courses we've taken.
coursework that we've taken, and different things that we've seen in the classroom, because both of us have already observed quite a few teachers in high schools, particularly 10th grade classes. So, we brought in all of that and we sat down and we said, okay, what do we like? And let's do this lesson plan.
Mm-hmm.
So
we want to do our lesson topic on the industrial
revolution. So we were looking at 10th grade standards, and we picked 10.3, which is the effects of the Industrial Revolution.
So we'd be looking at the costs and benefits of the Industrial
Revolution. Yeah. So, we were looking at kind of historical thinking principles, and one of them is change and continuity, and this idea that a lot of students hold that going forward always means progress, and so we want to show that
there's regress.
Yeah, there is some regress when it comes to progress, and so we want to show them that not everything forward is always progress.
We want them to be able to identify the costs as well through looking at primary sources.
Right. And we originally were going to compare primary sources from 4 countries, but we decided that we wanted to go
with 2. To be more specific, we thought 4 was it's too many countries.
Yeah, it was too much and too much to think about, and so we want to use more primary sources, and get a little more in depth. And the 2 countries we decided to focus on are Russia and Japan, because we wanted to kind of pull focus away from Western Europe. That's something that's very widely discussed, and we wanted to bring more focus to
Japan and Russia.
Yeah, Japan and Russia, Asian countries. Also, Russia and Japan have similar ways of industrializing, and so we thought that would be a good comparison. For the activity, we definitely wanted to do something with primary sources, and we definitely wanted to do group work, because we really like the idea of group work because it's collaborative, and it helps out students who maybe are getting it more can work with students who are not getting it, and they can,
or ELL students who are just having difficulties, anyone who is not understanding the subject matter.
Yeah, and so the students can work together in order to take the notes on the documents, and then the prompt said that look for do an activity that's student-centered, but also that brings technology into the classroom. And so we were like, okay, how can we put technology into this? And actually, from another you got from another teacher about
the
tweeting the summary.
Yeah, I like the idea of tweeting because it just seemed I don't know, exciting, or a better way of saying summarize what you know. It's very short. It's very right to the point about what was the main point of our exercise or our assignment for the day. So we liked the tweet.
Yeah. And the tweet is, at the end of the class, they would summarize what they learned by framing it as a tweet. And so, that is technology-ish, but we still had, it was on paper, and so we were like, okay, well, how can we take our group lesson, and how can we put it on the computer?
Yeah.
And we wanted to, do multiple documents, and we both liked the idea of having the students reteach it to each other.
Yeah, we've always liked that technique. We feel that students learn best when they're reteaching it, and so we knew from the beginning that we wanted to have the students reteach their documents. So we thought gallery walk, and so we came up with gallery walk, and then we wanted a way for to put the gallery to put it on the computer or bring technology into it, which is how we ended up with the PowerPoint slide.
Yeah, so, gallery walk and, you're creating a poster and you walk around and you get the information. It's like, well, what's like, we feel like kind of the most straightforward way to recreate that on the computer is through a PowerPoint slide. And kind of our way of envisioning it is that we would have computers in the classroom, which since they're working in groups, they wouldn't each need their own computer. So they can get on a computer, do their slide. We would have them do the slide on like a paper copy first so that they don't mess around too much on the computer. And then they can
also
do
when
the slide really quickly.
the other groups are reteaching it, they'll be able to write in the primary sources that they didn't look at. So they'll be able to learn from each of the primary sources to know the costs and benefits from Japan and Russia, so that they don't just know their specific primary source, that they know everyone's primary sources.
Yeah. And then actually, if in the classroom we don't have access to computers, we can still use that
Computer lab.
Or we can use Computer Lab. Or if we don't have that either, we can still have this sheet of paper as a rough draft of the PowerPoint slide, and then they can turn it into us, and then we can like make it a presentation slide.
Yeah, make it like a 2-day lesson thing or something. Yeah.
The two of us at a computer, in silence, staring at it until we found something and we're like, oh wait, this is like perfect. And
we would show each other primary sources. Do you like that? I like that. Do you think this is a good primary source? So every primary source, we decided together that we liked it, and we have pictures, we have statistics, and we have individual accounts as well as secondary sources. So I think we have a good variety of sources.
Yeah. And
I think we got the best lesson plan by collaborating.
Yeah, like I definitely wouldn't have thought of this on my own, like making the kids.
We sort of just bounced off of each other until we landed on the virtual walk, and it was perfect collaboration, and it's going to be an awesome lesson.
Yeah, and more teachers should get together and
collaborate.
All
right, 8-minute video. We're good.